So here it is, day 4, and I feel really good. Like, still a little, out of it, but still not too shabby.
Turn right onto Amboy Road.
And apparently I'm supposed to turn right onto Amboy Road. Who the fuck knew? Well, I guess Siri knew, and Google Maps knew, and that's all it really needs to know.
Continue on Amboy Road for 40 miles.
40 miles, holy shit. Yeah, the Wellbutrin, like, I don't know if it was a combination of things, but it was, yeah, it was definitely a lifesaver. There was a few times yesterday when I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. Like, how in the fuck can day 3 be worse than day 1? That just didn't make any sense. But yeah, I did it. I like made it through the other side. I don't have that craving right now. In fact, I'm gonna stop by Route 66 in Roy's and yeah, get rid of my parachute. I told my mom this morning when I left her house that I had like this was the reason that I knew I did okay. I had I had 2 snooze like tins filled with Kratom pills. And I knew they were there the entire time, and I thought about taking them, but I was able to, able to really just buckle down and think about everything good that it is going to happen, for me and my health, and and everybody around me, and not be a slave to a substance. I'm an alcoholic, and now I'm an addict. So yeah, I guess I don't get any any free passes. Yeah, day 4, bunch better than day 3. Like, it literally, like, that turning point, that 72-hour mark. I mean, climbing up to the top of that mountain, that was definitely intense. I get why, we don't know anything about it over, the doctors and, in Western world aren't that familiar with it. But why, the Eastern doctors are very familiar with it, and why there's such a high suicide rate, for the addicts of Kratom. It makes sense. Believe me, I totally get it. If I had to live my life the way that I lived the way that I felt for the last 3 days, I don't think I would have made it a week, and I know that sucks, and and it's I'm not I'm not saying it was a way out. It was just that I was in so much pain that was that was an option. That really was an option for me, just for me. And once again, I can only speak to my experience. Like, I've used Kratom for, I did the math. It's been like over 3 years, 3 years and change. And just little by little, gradual by gradual, going up. I started off on 2 grams, a day, nothing big, little bits, and as time progressed, so did the amount of Kratom that I was taking. to a point where I think my highest I believe was around the 40, the 40 gram mark, the 35, 40 grams. Once again, things get a little blurry when you start thinking about them. And I tried to taper down, and then I snapped back like a rubber band. Like I got down to 15, and then when I was at 30, I cut it in half. That was my plan. Like keep on going down, and it backfired on me. And I totally was back up to 35, I believe, when I actually quit. I was in my, I was definitely in my, in the 20s and 30s grams, a day. But well, if you're watching this, then you know what I mean. Anyway, that's my check-in for day 4. I'll check in again on day 5. Get back home, back to Las Vegas. Yes. Luckily, I have incredible parents who just let me sweat it out, and and keep an eye on me for 3 days, and make sure that I didn't do anything stupid. And I'm proud to say I didn't. So anyway, post up my my parachute destruction. Anyways, love you guys lots. I'm sorry if you're watching this for the wrong reasons. I will tell you that it gets better. I didn't believe it, but it does.